I'm sorry. I'm sorry I haven't posted, okay? And there's no good excuse for it. It's that I'm lazy. I have done pretty much nothing since I made my last video. I've just been sitting around doing nothing. I haven't even I'm sending out like 2 requests right now and I've done nothing. I also have school and it's a lot. I'm sorry I haven't posted in pretty much a month. Uh the reason I was originally going to film it last week on Sunday, but I realized, oh wait, Veterans Day is this week. So I'm sorry, okay? We got a lot of mail, and then also since today is Veterans Day, I decided to post this on Veterans Day. It says Sunday. I can't wait because I got so much stuff signed. So first we're gonna go through the TTMs. And as you saw, it was a lot of pretty decent size of TTMs. And we're gonna get into it. I'm very excited. So let's start off with sports. I got a few sports responses. Hold on, let me. Yeah, I have everything. So first I got Ken Barry, who played in the '60s. Had him sign the '67 tops. And he included this note, and it talks about his book called Comeback. And I called him, and I found out how to get the book. And it's been so long that the book came. Except, here's my problem. This isn't the book Comeback. These are 2 completely different books that are written by him and they are signed by him, but I'm kind of frustrated. Here's Good Cop, Bad Cop, and it's about like some crime. I don't want to know about this. Now if you are interested in crime and stuff and whatever, if you're interested in this, email me. We can probably arrange a trade. I'll take autographs or stamps or something for this. It's signed by him. Hold on, let me find it. It's signed by him in ballpoint pen, if I can find it. Yeah, here. See, it's signed by him, so it's worth a decent amount of money. So I'll if you do stamps, I'll take it for $20 in postage stamps, or if you have a different autograph trade, I'll probably take it. I'm gonna keep this one only because it's personalized to me, and I think it's kind of funny. It's not about like murder and stuff. Oh man. So yeah, that's Ken Berry. Then we got Dion James on 85 tops. Or no, Fleer. Yeah. And then I got a multi-signed item back. Herschel McGriff, who is a NASCAR legend. I think he's in the top 50 best NASCAR racers of all time. So I had Richard Petty sign it, and then now he's saying I'm gonna send it to someone else. And hold on. Okay. Now let's get into entertainment. I got this one. This is the longest wait I've ever waited for a TTM from Andy Mation, and I have probably not watched him in months, probably 8 months since I've ever watched him. But he makes animation. He does stop motion animation, and I also know he's done a few movies and whatnot. So I think it was a 297-day wait, and so he signed these. It's very nice. Signed them in like a metallic Sharpie or something. So, yeah. And then finally, this is actually a really exciting response. This is from Lin-Manuel Miranda, who he did Hamilton. He's just an amazing person, and I had him sign this, and I had him sign this. So, this was a very exciting response for me. All right, veterans, the thing you guys been waiting for. I know all of you. All right, the first veteran response I got was Dale Dye, who was in Vietnam, and he has a Purple Heart. So I had him sign this. And he also included 2 signed bookmarks and also a signed letter in regards of my book. Oh, shoot. I forgot to include a historical figure. Bob Woodward, who is one of the journalists for Watergate. He found out about Watergate with Nixon and whatnot. He was also a former president of Washington Post. Anyway, so yeah, Dale died, and then I got a Medal of Honor recipient, which is pretty exciting. John J. Duffy. So he signed my FDC. He didn't answer my question in regards of thoughts on war, but he also gave me this little signed photo that's of him in his army uniform with all. I found out he's 9 Purple Hearts, and he looks great. He I think he's 90 or 91. So he also sent me this photo. It got smeared, but it's still pretty cool. And he also included a poem that he said when he got the Medal of Honor from President Biden. This is the speech. He also put the date, July 5th, 2022. Pretty cool that he got the Medal of Honor a day after 4th of July. And then, something else kind of cool. When I got my Sassy back, he included a Purple Heart stamp on there. And also, I'm not going to show his address because you can find out on Star Tiger, but on his address thing, it has a Purple Heart on it. So, very cool. And then finally, my last TTM veteran was Jack Morin, who, if you don't know who that is, I put an interview in the description with him. He's a very cool guy. He was in the army, and he battled the bulge, and yeah. So I sent him a letter. I didn't know if this address was usable. I'm not going to show you his home address just for his safety. You can find out on Star Tiger. But, so he sent me this. It has his phone number. That's also why I'm covering it. But, so I called him, and I talked to him for a bit. Very well-spoken man for being 98. But I talked to him for a little bit. I told him what I wanted him to sign. And when I told him I wanted him to sign a FDC, he said, "Oh yeah, I'm a stamp collector. I know what those are." I was going to explain it to him because not a lot of people know what these are. But yeah, he was very nice. So I'm going to send stuff to his way. Now, it's been what you guys have been waiting for. My Veterans Day haul. First, I'm going to show you the signed FDCs, and then I'm going to get to the prints. So, first, let's start off with the most recent war, which I got Desert Storm, at least on the FDCs. I got Desert Storm guys, 2 of them, which is very nice. Then, the rest of these guys are Korean War. So, got this guy, Charles, I think his name is. He was very nice. This guy, I think his name is Chris. Very nice signatures for being in their 90s. And then these 2 guys. So very nice, very nice. Now let's do the prints. Let me find the prints. They're on my bed. Alrighty. Yeah, these are all the prints. So I brought quite a few prints. I didn't get all of them signed, but it's quite alright. So let's start off with the 2 Vietnam prints that I got signed. Man, mind you, when I walked into... So I went to quite a few ceremonies. I went to a breakfast club where a bunch of veterans got free breakfast, and also other people that came. And I went to Nixon Library, where they were doing they were just doing a concert where they played a bunch of patriotic songs, and it was pretty cool. Met quite a few people there. And then I went to Heroes Hall, which is, it's right by the Orange County Fair. And, I live in that area. And they were doing a cool ceremony there. So let's, talk about the Vietnam guys. I'm going to tell you as many as I can, but I don't really remember all of them. As you can see, there's a crap ton of them on there. So, yeah, I'm not going to be able to remember all these. So, this gentleman, Corporal Robert, Robert Chapa, he was in his Marine, dress blues, I suppose it's called, or He was in his Marine outfit. He had all of his medals. I also got him. He had the Purple Heart. He had his campaign ribbon, his campaign medal, and all that other stuff. And so yeah, he signed there. What else? What else? What else? What else? Uh, this is way too. Oh, Daniel. I am now good friends with Daniel. He gave me his email address. Very nice guy. And yeah, so he was part of the 101st Airborne. And yeah, I could go on and on and on, but I can't. I'm not going to make a 20-minute video. So then we got the second Vietnam print. You'll see a few. Originally I was gonna have the guys sign both, but then I realized, oh wait, I'm not gonna have any more room for them to sign, so I just had them. So yeah, quite a few interesting people here. Yeah. And then here is the Purple Heart sheet, which is all signed by Purple Heart recipients. This gentleman right here, he says, "Get some," and he was in Afghanistan, and the war in Afghanistan, and he was wounded in combat, I think via a grenade or something, and he decided to do a speech, and he said one of the things that people always told him to is get some, and it's just an encouraging thing to do, so he wrote that on there. And I got Robert Chappa again. Daniel, he has 2 Purple Hearts. Carlos. So he was in Korea, and he was wounded twice in combat, and he was a Marine. So from 50 to 53. Now, finally, as you may notice, I did get a World War II veteran. He was wounded once, and he did all 3 theaters. Which, if you don't know what a theater is, you can look it up. I'll put the Wikipedia or whatever I can find about it on here. But he went through all 3 theaters. He was wounded once in combat. And I also had him sign this of a photo of some soldiers smoking cigarettes. He was in the Navy. And I also got a photo with him, so I'll show you the photo too. Again, look. So yeah, that was what happened. I still am very tired and exhausted. I almost didn't make this video. But, I also would like to, say 2 things. One, I actually just got an email from a Iraq war veteran. I'm not gonna name, not gonna, he's a fellow card YouTuber. I'm not gonna name his name just for his own privacy. I don't know if he wants me to say his name. But he contacted me and he said that he would love to send me something signed. So I just gave him his address. He gave me my address, which, if you are a veteran, I will give you my address. Or if you know a veteran, I'll give you my address so you can send me their autograph. And I would also like to say something that happened recently in the Orange County area. If you didn't know, there are 2 hangars that held blimps and other stuff during the Second World War. They were constructed in 1942, and they've been there ever since. But just a few days ago, one of them, which was already damaged, it had a hole in the roof, caught fire, and it burned almost everything. And then when I was driving home, I looked to see there was only one side left, and it was burning again. And yeah, it's very unfortunate. Those were a symbol of Orange County history, and the reason why is because they were made of wood, they were made in a rush, we were at war, and so they didn't really think that they were going to last too long. A lot of times with temporary bases and stuff like that, They normally close them shortly after the war, or they might get demolished, or whatever happens. But it really sucks. Thankfully, the one that was already partially destroyed burnt, and it wasn't the nice one that's still in relatively good condition. Um, but I just wanted to say that, and yeah, so I hope you have a nice rest of your day, and happy collecting. Goodbye.